Epithelium tissue, epi upon, thele means papilla, the skin lying on the papilla of lips, and this was termed as epithelium by Frederick Rusk. Definition, you can see it is a type of body tissue that forms the covering on all internal and external surface of your body that will be lining your body cavities and hollow organs, and its major tissue is found in glands. Structure of epithelium, here you can see that it is closely packed, arranged cell which have very little intercellular space and they cover the body surface. So the general function of epithelium will be protection, that you can see in skin, also called as epidermis. Then next will be secretion, that is present in glands, exocrine and endocrine glands. Third is absorption, and it is seen in villi of small intestine. Then comes barrier, which is present in urinary bladder and also in skin. Lastly, excretion, that is present in nephron. Now we are heading towards the types of epithelium. Firstly, according to morphology means shape of the cells. Squamous epithelium, they have flattened shape. Cuboidal epithelium, the length and breadth are same. Then in ciliated epithelium, they have cilia on all the cells. Then in columnar epithelium, the length is more, that is height is more than the breadth. On the basis of number of cell layer, that is simple, stratified, pseudo stratified and transitional. So in cell layer, you see in simple squamous the single layer. Then in stratified squamous, they will have multiple layer. In simple cuboidal, the size is same, length and breadth, but they are in single line. Then in stratified cuboidal, they have multiple layers. In transitional, according to the function, they will change the property. Change in the cell will be seen. This flowchart is very important. According to the classification, first is shape. You can see squamous flattened, cuboidal about equal dimension, columnar taller than it is breadth. And whereas in arrangement of the cell layer, one layer that will be simple epithelium and more than one that will be stratified epithelium. So I will brief you up with this. Simple squamous epithelium, they are mostly present in alveoli of lungs, capillaries, blood and lymph vessels and parietal membrane. Accordingly, they have been named. Suppose if it is present in cardiovascular system and lymphatic vessels, it is called as endothelium, whereas if it is present in peritoneal and pleural or pericardial cavities, then it is also called as mesothelium. They have more of transport and diffusion function. Stratified squamous epithelium. In stratified squamous epithelium, the presence of cell on surface layer either dry or dead. Accordingly, they have divided two types. In keratinized, you can see presence of dry cell, and mostly this dry material is made up of protein keratin and is called as keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. This is seen in skin, exposed surface of the body. Their function is protection and prevention of water loss. Whereas in non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, due to presence of live superficial cell with nuclei, this type of epithelium having moist surface, mostly present in moist cavities of mouth, pharynx, esophagus, vagina, anal canal and cornea. So their function is protection, secretion and prevention of water loss. In pseudo-stratified, pseudo means false and stratified means multi-layered. The height of cells are not equal and that is why they appear to be in multi-layered. Pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium, here the apical surface of the cell is presented with cilia and this is why they are helpful for the movement, and mostly it is present in respiratory tract. This movement is due to presence of protein dynein. Without dynein there will be immotility. Then comes transitional epithelium. Due to characteristic of cell changing shape as it transits according to physiological requirement, it is called transitional epithelium, and also known as urothelium due to its presence in urinary tract. In empty stage bladder, it looks like stratified cuboidal epithelium. In full bladder, it looks like stratified squamous epithelium, also known as umbrella cell, and these are mostly present in renal calyx and pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra, close to internal urethral orifices. You can see, and mostly they have function of protection from nitrogenous waste product of urine and highly distensible. As this urine is very highly acidic, so due to presence of special osmotic barrier between urine and epithelium tissue fluid, it prevents absorption of toxins from urine. Lastly, I will brief you up with the location and types of epithelium. Simple squamous, it is present in blood vessel, serous membrane, and Henle's loop of kidney. Simple cuboidal, it is present in kidney tubules, small duct of glands. Simple columnar in stomach, gallbladder and bile ducts, intestinal mucosa with microvilli. Then in pseudo stratified, that is in respiratory passage, stratified non-keratinized in esophagus, anterior corneal surface, and in part of oral cavity, stratified keratinized in skin, part of oral cavity, and transitional in urinary bladder.